I don't understand the appeal of shiny hunting in Pokemon. Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green came out on the Switch about a month ago now, and I still haven't played the game because I've been stuck in this lab for over 100 hours. For anyone watching that doesn't know what a shiny is, I'll give a quick breakdown of it. At the beginning of the game, you obviously pick your starter Pokemon, and there's a very small chance that when you pick one and check it, it looks a bit different to the ones that you're generally gonna encounter, and that's what a shiny is. In this game specifically, every time you reset the game and pick one, there's a 1 in 8,192 chance that it's going to be a shiny. For example, Charmander here is orange, but if you're really lucky, you can find one that's piss yellow. Because this one's orange, we're going to click all the buttons, reset, and go in and pick another one. But it's okay for Charmander because when it eventually becomes a Charizard, it does actually look pretty cool, and that's why people spend hours upon hours at the beginning of the game resetting until they find one. Now, I'm not built for shiny hunting. I'll admit that right now. This is not for me. I do not partake in this. This is not my Switch. This is my girlfriend's Switch. And she wants the shiny Charizard, which is fair enough because you know what? It does look cool, like I just said. On my Switch, I've got Leaf Green, and I am not even attempting to get a shiny Bulbasaur. I genuinely don't understand how shiny hunters can put up with thousands of resets to get the Pokemon that they want. I respect the grind and the dedication that they have to this because, you know, spending 100 hours in this lab trying to get a shiny starter is just the beginning for these people. Every single Pokemon in the game has a shiny variant. Even though I've never done it, I can imagine it's much more complicated and annoying to capture shiny Pokemon in the wild because for this right here, this is guaranteed. If I get a shiny Charmander, I get to keep it. In the wild though, if you're running around through tall grass, not only do you need to go through loads of encounters to even get the Pokemon you're looking for, and the chances of actually finding a shiny variant of that are so low, when you do finally get one, there's a chance that it can just run away. There's people that spend thousands of attempts looking for the shiny, they finally find one, but it just escapes, and they have to keep going until they find another one, and it might even happen again. I would be devastated. Like, truly, I would probably rage quit the game and never play it ever again. Which is why I'm not gonna get into this. I want to play through some of the games, but I'm not gonna get into this. Another thing about shiny hunting that I do not understand is that a lot of them don't even look good. You'd think for such a rare encounter, they would design each one carefully to look cooler or better than the normal variant, but that's just not the case most of the time. Some of them really do not look good at all. And some of them are pretty lame too. Like, they don't even look bad. It's just that they look so similar to their normal version that it's like, you wonder if they even put any thought into designing them. Sometimes it's like playing a game of spot the difference because you really can't see what they've changed. So I don't know, that's another thing that I don't get about the appeal. It's like, I get it in a way. You know, I can imagine how I'm going to feel when I finally open this and see the shiny Charmander that definitely doesn't even exist in my game's files because it's been patched out. I get why that feeling can be quite exciting and maybe the grind feels like it paid off. I'll tell you right now, when this happens, the grind did not pay off. It's been over 100 hours. I could have beaten the game like 3-4 times during this time. And then there's another smaller aspect to this, and it's the nature of the Pokemon. You see down there, it says mild nature. Every single one of these will increase a stat and decrease one of their stats. There's obviously going to be good natures and bad natures that you want or don't want on your Pokemon. But if you're shiny hunting, you don't really get a say in that. When you get that shiny, you just sort of have to accept it, even if it's a bad nature. Thankfully, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to make a massive difference. You can still beat the game with any nature. But I've seen people post their shinies on TikTok, and it has like the worst nature possible for it, and it's just, the comments are full of people pointing it out. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's not a big deal, but your main stat has like a 10% decrease, and it's like, it just kind of sucks. And it's just brutal seeing people being really excited that they got their shiny, and the comments are just full of people saying, you should probably do it again. It's a bad nature. Definitely do not listen to that advice. Just keep it and move on with your life. I wonder if there's anyone out there that not only shiny hunts, but also shiny hunts the best nature for the Pokemon. I don't think there's anyone out there that does that, because that is an insane level of grind for not a massive advantage. So much goes into this. It'd be great if I could get one on video, finally, after all this time, but it's not going to happen, because like I said, it's been patched out of my game. You know, when the game came out on Switch, a day, 2 days, 3 days in, the first week, you'd see people posting, hey, I got my shiny after 2 resets. I got my shiny after 200 resets, and it's like, now you're seeing the other end of it. Now you're seeing me, who is still here doing this. And it's not even my Switch, it's my girlfriend's Switch. Like I said, we've both been putting attempts in to try and get this Charmander so that we can finally start the game. This is my only shiny hunting experience that I've ever had, and it will certainly be my last. So if there are any shiny hunters watching this, please let me know down below why you do it and how you do it. It's not even why. I understand why. Some of them look really cool. I imagine finally getting the thing you've been searching hours for is satisfying, but how do you keep going? I guess that's my question. How do you not give up? How do you not call it quits? Because I'll tell you what, I've not even started this game, and I think I'm already done with it. 145 fucking hours, bro. That's embarrassing. And no, you can't just do it 8,000 times and then you get the shiny. Every time you reset, it's a 1 in 8,192 chance. I'm not any closer, I'm not any further away than I was 100 hours ago. Every time I reset the game, the chances are the exact same. There's even one guy, I haven't played this game so I don't know, but there's like a Pokemon in the game that you can't even catch, but you can encounter it as a shiny form. And someone spent thousands of attempts looking for this shiny Pokemon that they were fully aware they couldn't even catch it when they finally find one. And they did find one, and they got flamed by Twitter, which I think is a bit harsh. People were just saying like, what the fuck is the point? You know, why would you shiny hunt a Pokemon, spend thousands of attempts looking for something that all you can do is see it once and then you don't even get to keep it? I think I'm a strong believer that if you're having fun, you're having fun. That's not my definition of fun. I wouldn't do that. But if it's someone else's fun, if someone else gets enjoyment out of it, then that's fair enough in my opinion. Let's do one more lucky run. It would be great if I could get the shiny on video. If this 15-minute recording window was the time where I finally get the shiny out of all those hours, it'd be great, but it's not. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you all in my next video.